Tonight's session will be a late night, getting you ready for sleep kind of video. It's going to be just this cozy, comforting Reiki distance session, ASMR style. The main intention of you getting deep, deep sleep, restful sleep, getting your body ready for deep, deep sleep, cleansing your energy body, clearing away any feelings of being drained after the day, after the week perhaps, and because there are so many things that put our energy down, and not necessarily in a like emotional down, but just this like we just in this way where we become such sponges, such energetic sponges. And sometimes we have days where we are not as much in our power, and where, in that space where nothing can touch us, where we really are living that truth of where everything just kind of flows through us and doesn't stick, But then we have those days. Where kind of everything sticks. Every judgment, every low vibe energy, any point of view, any, different frequencies of energies, just we make them significant, we make them real, and we buy into it. And that's not something to judge ourselves for or bring ourselves more down for. It's just sometimes we are more in that space, when we don't have, it's my cat playing, if you can hear, if we are not coming from that space where we just are infinite beings and we are in our power, then everything can just be draining. People are draining, and how, spaces are draining. All kinds of energies harm us more. Not harm, but energies affect us more when we're in that space. So just want to focus more on working with so I just want to focus on, and this video is kind of for you if you are in that space, if you are just tired and drained, and so that you will just be in your space, in your body, and just get a really nice and restful sleep, not with all those energies in you, that is gonna interrupt you resting and interrupt your relaxation and interrupt your being. So I'm gonna come back to this later. So let's just start with a little time where we just become present in our body in this moment. Where we now just allow whatever it is that is kind of uncomfortable in your space, in your body, or just in your awareness. It doesn't even, sometimes when we're drained of something, or something we are aware of is affecting us so much, it doesn't even have to be in the same space as you are, because you are infinite, so you are aware of so much more and so much further than you are possibly acknowledging. So whatever it is that is just in your way and it's so heavy, whether it is just a sensation in your body, if it is just something that is in a form of energy and you can't define it, you do not have to define it, but be willing to be present with it. And just bring it all in front of you. Just bring it all energetically, just in front of your eyes. So that we are not putting any energy into avoiding or resisting, because that makes everything 100 times heavier than it has to be. What we resist persists. You've probably heard that many times. So just continue bringing that forward. Everything that you're avoiding, everything that you're making significantly heavy, significantly draining. And even if you don't know what it is, you do not have to know, like with your mind right now, what exactly it is that is draining you. So just ask that energy, ask whatever it is to just be brought in front of you. And again, when we bring this forward, it also does not mean that now you should know what it is. You're simply loosening the pressure, you're loosening the hiding, you're loosening the resistance. So however it shows up for you is great, is the right way, there's no right or wrong here. So bring it forward, keep asking it to come forward. And while you're doing it, just be willing to put all of your barriers down. You can ask them to go down. Keep bringing this forward in front of you and be totally, demand of yourself to be totally present with everything that comes up. And allow your energy to expand out, because you are so endlessly infinite, and we are programmed into making ourselves tiny compared to what we are as beings. We are programmed into hiding ourselves, hiding our magic, hiding our potential. We're programmed into making ourselves wrong if we do not fit into the norm. So if we try to fit into the norm, we are hurting us even more. We are then responsible for making ourselves so small. So it starts there. For you not to allow anyone to hold you back, not to allow anyone or anything to make you small. Expand your energy out and keep pushing or allowing or asking your barriers to go down. And again, you do not have to understand it with your mind. In fact, that is usually what holds us back or keeps us away from just being. So continue being fully present with everything that is, every yucky sensation, or what so many people would like to call negative energy or low frequency, low vibrational energy. Anything that you've labeled as bad or wrong, or just something that is not fun or is not easy or not, heavy. Just be with it and notice that the more that you're willing to be present with it, that usually it shifts. Usually it changes just with us being fully present. Unconditionally present, not I'm gonna be present with this energy if it makes me feel good, or if it is light. If I see it as a good or positive energy, then I'll be present with it. Or even, shadow work things, okay, I'm gonna be present with this because I know that it's gonna take me to the next level. I know that it will make me heal. Not even that. Let's just be present with it, because every energy, every single thing deserves our presence. And all energies are just energies. And everything that makes something stick in our body, stick in our awareness, if something is heavy and it just gets heavier and heavier and it feels like you're just stuck in there, that's because you have associated it with something that is bad or negative or wrong. You have put a judgment to it, or a point of view, or a conclusion. As soon as you decide that something is this or that, you stop the flow. So what if everything around you is just energy, and it's different types of energy? And if you wouldn't decide what that energy means, or if you wouldn't put it in a box as a positive or a negative one, or good or bad, what would that create? How easy would it be then to be and be aware, and how fun would that be to just perceive energy as, ooh, that's cool, like that's an interesting energy, it's so different than this energy. And then remembering that you always have a choice. You can choose what is the most light and fun for you, but that doesn't mean that what you're not choosing is bad or wrong, So keep expanding out, keep expanding your beautiful, beautiful, magical energy that is you, out in all directions, down into the earth, up into space, to the sides and everywhere in between. You're beautiful. Nothing can touch you unless you allow it. Remember that. So before I call upon the Reiki energy, before I start kind of channeling that energy to you, I want to discuss a little bit kind of what came up in this meditation. And I understand and I get that it's frustrating when you hear those things and not really kind of knowing where to go from that space of okay, that's really super cool, everything you're saying, that nothing can touch me, but it doesn't feel that way, and you don't know how to get from that space to a space of owning your infiniteness, and owning your awareness. And there are tools that you can use, and energy healing, of course, is amazing, but what will really get you further is just using tools for you to through the day, not just have to count on an energy healing session or another energy, but to use tools for you to just own your own awareness, so that you're not dependent, on a session. You rather can use the sessions and then take it further, and in every single moment when you're experiencing something that is an energy that is overwhelming, that sticks your awareness, sticks your body, and you don't know what to do, and use these tools that are available. And And one of those tools are the one that I was talking about in the meditation, and that's this expanding your energy out, pushing your barriers down. And this is something that this is my go-to tool if I'm overwhelmed with energies, and it's kind of honing in on me like this, it's just like absorbing every piece of me, and then I have to remind myself, okay, do not go into reaction or conclusion about any of these energies, or like, oh, I want you to go, not any kind of resistance, but just pushing the barriers down, expanding my energy out. And when I allow myself to be that big and not have any walls up, because nothing can harm me if I'm just being as pure and open as I be, then these energies that I'm aware of, they become so small in comparison to how big I am. And then it's way easier to see, like, oh, okay, that's just an interesting energy I'm noticing, I'm perceiving this. And then everything just becomes easier, and I just become me. So that's like my go-to tool. And it can take some practice kind of to be able to expand out, like really to infiniteness, but it doesn't mean that it has to be, it can also be super easy for you. So I really recommend trying this every day, like as a form of meditation, or like just while you're doing the dishes or while you're doing whatever. So I really recommend that. And yeah, I'm not gonna bombard you with the other tools. These tools that I use, they are, I teach them in my bars classes, Access Bars classes, and these tools are coming from Access Consciousness. So there is a link in the description box if you are curious about that and you haven't heard about it, or if you want to find the class in your area, you can check them out. This method has completely changed my life, and what it does mainly is acknowledge. It empowers you to know that you know, and it acknowledges so much. It makes you, or gives you, the space and the awareness to acknowledge how big, how powerful, how potent, how aware you are. So it's never about the modality, it's always about accessing you. And that's like something that I didn't get, until I didn't get for many years. I would put these modalities like Reiki, or the spirit world, or Access Bars, Access Consciousness. I would put them up on a pedestal, but really what these methods and what these energies and spaces are just an invitation to you stepping more into and allowing you to be you. So that was just something I want to talk about a little. And let's continue with our session. Okay, so I do want to do also like a little energy scan. for you to become even more aware of your body and just your space, your energy field, and put this also like in your own hands to clear your energy before sleep, and so that it is kind of our collaboration right now. So I'm just drawing the Reiki symbols, and I'm calling for Reiki to join us, to work with us, to get you ready for sleep, to clear your body and your being, your auric field, your energy from anything that is not yours. So this session is mainly focusing and with the intention to clear your space once again, clear your body and being for sleep, for deep restorative, deep sleep. Return to center all energies that you're holding on to, that you have a point of view about, so that it works with anyone and every one of you who will ever watch this video, wherever in the world that you are, and however many times you watch this video. Reiki flow to those beautiful people and work with them and their bodies to get a really deep sleep. So let's focus now on your head. So just bring your attention to your third eye, to the front of your forehead, between your eyes, that area. And we just extend to the sides and to the top of your head. And now I'm going to pull out anything that is not yours. And at the same time, I'm just going to destroy and uncreate all points of view that are making you hold on to anything that is not yours. So everything that is destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, bottom, buck, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And that was the Access Consciousness clearing statement. if you're not familiar with this magic wand. So all conclusions, all points of view, all decisions that you have around anything that you are aware of and holding on to in your head space, your mental space, your third eye area, will you now revoke, recant, rescind, claim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate at all times, a gazillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, button, buckle, 9 shirts, boys and beyonds. Reiki flow. So who does it belong to? You do not have to know who it is. But so everything that does not belong to you in your headspace, above your head, on the sides, your temples, between your eyes, in front of your eyes, behind you, at the top of your head, you now return it to center, and everything that's making you hold on to it, where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 9 shirts, boys and beyonds. Reiki run full force. And then we move a little bit down so that we go to the back of the head. We pull out, and we can visualize this as well. Just pull out all energies around that area, in front of your nose and your mouth and your cheekbones, your ears, the back of your neck, everything not belonging to you. Just return it all to center right now. Right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 9 shirts, boys and beyonds. Right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, 9 shirts, boys and beyonds. And notice, like, if we're just focusing now on the head and these placements that I was talking about, which of these placements, what of these areas is hurting the most, is like calling to you? What are you aware of there? And just bring your attention to it. If you are having some heaviness, like I am having that here, so that means that some of you or many of you are experiencing that heaviness here at the crown. Just bring your attention to it. Ask a question. Is this mine? Is it somebody else's? Is my body speaking to me? Is it some other energy? Is it or anything else? And don't put pressure on any answer. Just put it out there and keep putting your attention there. Be present. Expand your energy out. Be present. Walls down. Reiki is flowing. Beautiful. Presence, the power of presence. It's amazing. If we would just remind ourselves of that every day, how much more ease will we have? Beautiful. Let's move down to our chest area, to the chest and like our throat, shoulders, where our spine is starting to go the spine is starting to get kind of these bigger joints. Let's focus on that placement, the top of our shoulders, our high heart, our throat, back of like the bottom of the back of our neck. Be present there, and let's ask all of the energies and everything that we're holding on to that is not ours to just return to its center, to go back from whence they came from. To expand the energy, expand your energy out in those areas. And again, be present. Be present and extra present with whatever is different, whatever heaviness is going on, if there's pain, if there's anything out of the ordinary, anything that is not light and easy. Remember, when expanding out, that it's also going into the earth, down and beyond. Of course, we are so much bigger than the size of the earth, but that's how it starts. We have to go into the earth first before going beyond. How powerful are you? How many lies have you been fed, and how many lies have you bought about yourself, about your being, about the world? And what if you didn't have to buy into that? What if you can just let go of that right now and just be exactly how you be? Just allow, and expand. And we're moving down to like our upper arms, our lower heart area, our upper back, and any tension that is there. We are now going to just take any significance out of it. Any judgment, any conclusion, anything that you've decided that it means or that it is, just destroy and uncreate all of it. And kind of just what I'm seeing is that you can just pull the tension like this a little bit. So if there's I'm seeing like a back, a person that is turning their back, here. So this is the upper back. And then I'm seeing that, you can kind of do these movements with the pain, with the tension. Because there's so much power and allowance in the softness. So just kind of pulling I'm gonna go here like the back to your back. Just pulling the energy softly, and not pulling, but just kind of like grazing it like this. Down. What if it isn't as like real and dense as you think? What if your muscles just need some softness? What if your energy just needs you to be present and soft with it? So now I am doing this to you, to your body, to your energy body, wherever you are. So that's why you might not see my hands, because this is your eyes and your mind space here, and then the further down I go, the more out of frame I go. So so this is seems to be working really well for you guys. So take note of that this movement, this soft movement, just to ease any tension, will probably go a long way. So all energies, all pain, everything that is heavy, everything that we have made so dense, that is not ours, we now return it to center, and everything not allowing us to let go of it to center. Well, we now destroy and uncreate all times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, nine, shirts, boys, and beyonds. And okay, so there are some of you who are not really believing that any of this is not yours. And that's your mind playing tricks on you. So I just encourage you to try this, to ask when you have something that is heavy, because you as a being are not heavy. Like, everything that is heavy and uncomfortable and dense and not fun and light is not you. So it's not a part of your being. So of course, if you want to fit into this reality, then you can kind of just you can create heaviness in your world and claim it as yours. But let's not go into that too much now. But I just encourage you to try this out. So anything, if you just focus on any heaviness in your body right now, ask it, is this mine or not? And ask it to go to center. If it changes and gets lighter, then it was never yours to begin with, and you have just been holding on to it. Alright. And then we move further down. And as we move down, I'm still just going to hold my hands here and continue with channeling Reiki to you, or go back to giving you Reiki. But our focus is going down in our bodies. It's going to our abdomen and our lower back. And we're going to keep that movement, that soft movement on our field. And those of you that have that lower back pain, we're gonna, all of it that has never been ours and is not yours, will you return it to center? And everything that you are holding on to, that is making you stick in your awareness. And again, anything that you've decided about it, that is what's making you hold on to it. That's why it's so heavy. So every decision like that, every energy, and all the ways that you made it mean something, just let go of it. Will you let go of that now? Destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, buckle, nine, shirts, boys, and beyonds. Just be present. Remember, be present with all the heaviness. So that lower back pain, that pressure there, just be with it. Be with it. And that's also a really great way for us to kind of just let go of anything, any judgment that, good or bad, negative, positive, any point of view, any decision. It's really good just sometimes when we are just present with something, the more we're present with it, the more it's just there and it doesn't have the same meaning. So that's another way to kind of let go of that meaning. And then we're going to move down to our legs. My camera keeps shutting off for some reason, like stopping the video. So I'm not sure, and I'm too tired to go and check now. It's so late that I'm gonna hope that there's not like a big chunk missing there, but I'm just gonna keep going from that place that I think that we stopped. So the thighs, we're gonna be with it there, and we're gonna pull out everything that is not ours. Front of the thighs, behind our thighs. Pull out everything that is not yours, and return it all to center. Do the same with our knees and our calves, the front and the back, and then lastly the soles of our feet and our hands and our forearms. And now we're just gonna be in that space. And if you want to, you can expand now even further, because now you're coming from a place of being you. You're not in this victim and this like tiny little space of like, everything's coming for me. Now you're more in the space of you. So now you have more power even to expand out. Put your bears down and be you and be bigger and more infinite. So now I'm just going to give you some sounds of this Nutshell Bracelet. It helps us loosen up even more any energies in your field that are ready to move on, be released. They're not deep down, they're just there hanging around. It's just kind of like, going in your field, like loosening up some stuff that is, like I said, not deep. my camera is acting out extremely much. She keeps shutting off the video. So I'm going to stop here then, and just thank you so much for stopping by, for choosing this video, for clicking on this video, for you, for all of us, for each time we choose to be more us, to expand our energy out, to heal something, to change something. Each time we choose more consciousness, we ripple it out into the space around us, into the world around us, so we affect the energy of other people's so powerfully. So thank you again for choosing this, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you'd like me to do. If you liked this kind of video, then press the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell button so that you will not miss any future videos. Thank you again.